there's still some free agents out there. We need to talk about them. And let's start with wideout Amari Cooper. He showed he's got a lot in the tank last season when he joined Buffalo. Bill, where are the best landing spots for the 30-year-old Cooper?
I like a couple of reunions here. The Patriots, I think we're going to talk about for every wide receiver, but I would throw the Raiders out there as a team that needs that X-receiver across from Trey Tucker and Jacoby Myers. And then why not talk about the Dallas Cowboys? They have not been able to replace Amari Cooper since he left. They tried with Michael Gallup, didn't work out. Trade for Brandon Cooks, didn't work out. They need that piece on the outside, that big body to kind of take away teams focusing on CeeDee Lamb. If you double CeeDee Lamb, there's no one there who can really beat man coverage consistently. Amari Cooper can do that. We're only 14 games removed from him going for 265 yards against the Texans on Christmas Eve in 2023.
Wow, I wonder if they'd bring him back, Mina. Do you like any of these teams as a fit for him?
I do like the idea of the Cowboys because there is such a need there, and Amari Cooper maybe, isn't quite the receiver that he was at his peak, but he's still a very experienced and detail-oriented route runner. So much so, I think his nickname, he called himself the route runner at one point, and I think he complements well with CeeDee Lamb. I also think, though, that shouldn't stop the Cowboys from taking a receiver, potentially with the 12th overall pick. Imagine going from what we saw last year to having Lamb, Cooper, and, say, a Matthew Golden taking the top off the defense. That would make things a lot more exciting in Dallas next year.
Definitely. Still got to take care of that running game, though, right? Just saying. All right, on the other side of the ball, teams are always looking for edge rushing help. We know that. How about 32-year-old Matthew Judon? He's available, standing by the phone, one season in Atlanta. Bill, who should be calling?
It's like any team that saw what the Eagles did in the Super Bowl, which should be about 32 of the NFL teams. Judon is a valuable edge rusher. Didn't really find his landing spot in Atlanta last year. But before that, really impactful with the Patriots. Go back to the start of 2021 and to the point where he got hurt in 2023. He was 4th in the NFL in sacks over that stretch, 9th in pressures. And again, sort of like Amari Cooper, maybe not your number one guy anymore, but as a number 2, I think Commanders and I think the Chiefs and the Bengals as well. 3 teams that can be interested in Matt Judon.
Woody, any of these teams stand out to you that you think should add Judon?
Yeah, listen, I think the Cincinnati Bengals make a lot of sense. When you pay in all that money to the quarterback and 2 wide receivers, you got to add something on the other side of the ball. I mean, the Bengals were just atrocious on the defense side of the ball. The big question is, will they be able to keep Trey Hendrickson? I know they're still trying to figure things out there, but you're going to need another pass rusher, and Matthew Judon is a guy. He's a very accomplished guy. Add him to that defense.
Yep, that defense needs a lot of help. Let's just say that. Signing Hendrickson, maybe first priority, but they need more than that. Judon, not a bad idea.